1989, I walked through the doors. I came in a normal working class girl from Reading, with a thirst for learning and curiosity. That's it, you can't get rid of me now.
When I was walking across that graduation stage, I felt a real sense of accomplishment.
Pride.
Trepidation.
Relief.
The first ever time I came to Portsmouth, it was the most miserable day before I got to that point, and I drove in across the M275. The sun was shining.
It was quite daunting. I hadn't been in a place with that many people, but that soon flipped around because you realise everyone else is more scared than you are.
I really just felt like it was made for me because I was finally great at something.
My fondest memories of my time at Portsmouth have been the friendships that I've made.
It was great moving to a new city and experiencing a variety of different things.
You are encouraged to do more.
It taught me that I can do anything I put my mind to. I can juggle a degree and juggle interning and sport and radio.
I have really fond memories of just Portsmouth always being sunny and warm and just full of joy.
I've never dreamt that I would do so well.
The fact that Portsmouth were there and gave me the ability to achieve everything that I've ever wanted to achieve means so much to me.
I had a wonderful day graduating in Portsmouth.
Walking across the stage at Portsmouth Guildhall, it was overwhelming excitement, a little bit of nerves, but also a really overwhelming sense of achievement.
It was really nice to reflect with all of my friends and classmates.
People that got me through the degree, it was like really nice to go for a drink and get some food afterwards with them and go, look guys, like I wouldn't have done this without you, so let's go get a beer, like.
Since I graduated from Portsmouth, I haven't been able to keep away.
Incredibly, it's kind of been in my life over the last 25 odd years. It's kind of like family.
It seems like it's going to be a massive leap between finishing your studies and going out into the world of work.
It's okay to not know what's next.
There were times where I wanted to quit, or there were times where I felt like maybe I'm doing too much, maybe I should cut back.
If you can ride that feeling of discomfort, that's probably a really great place to be because you won't rush into something that perhaps isn't a career for you.
The careers and employability went above and beyond, and to know that they were there for 5 years after I finished university helped with the pressure of the real world.
Things do just fall into place.
I can do whatever I put my mind to. That's the impact that Portsmouth had on me.
I am incredibly proud to always be part of Portsmouth. It is part of my soul. It's part of who I am today. It's made me who I am today, and to be able to go back and keep giving back is great. Welcome to your alumni community.
Welcome to today's graduation ceremony. Before the ceremony begins, we have a few important notices. Graduands, please stay in your assigned seat, as that is the order in which you will process across the stage. A short way into the ceremony, there will be a video, at which point you will be escorted from the hall to begin your journey across the stage. As you cross the stage, you will shake hands with the presiding officer and the executive dean. If you don't wish to do so, please tuck your right hand inside the lapel of your gown and make the staff aware backstage. Your photograph will be taken as you shake hands with the presiding officer, so please look towards the camera briefly. In the event of an emergency, please follow the instructions from the Guildhall front of house team. The ceremony is about to begin. Please stand.
a day for us to celebrate the success of our graduates. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you to this graduation ceremony and formally declare this congregation of the university open. Please be seated.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, families, friends, and most importantly, graduates. My name is Professor Richard Thelwell, and as Executive Dean for one of the faculties celebrating today, I'm pleased to warmly welcome you on behalf of both the Faculty of Science and Health and the Faculty of Technology. It's certainly a privilege for me to be sharing this important day with you, our graduates, and especially also with your families and friends. And it gives me immense pleasure to be able to congratulate you on behalf of the University of Portsmouth. Graduation Day is a significant day in anyone's life. It should be an occasion to enjoy, and one I'm sure that you've looked forward to since you first arrived at this university. Being here today is testament to your hard work, perseverance, strength of character, and of course, all of the other attributes that you've developed along your journey. Throughout your time here at Portsmouth, you'll have experienced and also learnt so much. I'm sure that you feel a mix of incitement and also relief, but hopefully some success in relation to what you've achieved. But most of all, I hope you're also filled with a sense of eagerness and anticipation to be able to move on to the next phase of your life. As part of today's ceremony, I'd like you to pause. Take the time to savour this moment. Take the time to celebrate your well-deserved success. I'd like you to take notice of where you are, who you're with, and most importantly, I want you to reflect upon everything that you've managed to accomplish. What you've achieved is remarkable, and it's a major, major milestone in your life, and it's certainly one that's worth celebrating. Your university journey will have required grit, wisdom, dedication, and I think it's fitting that we're all here today to celebrate your achievements with joy, but of course, also with the seriousness and respect that you deserve. For graduates from the Faculty of Science and Health, and specifically the School for the Environment and Life Sciences, you're in a prime position to address some of the major challenges facing society, from tackling climate change and conserving biodiversity to developing biological solutions for sustainability in industry, and also for improving human health. You can be confident that you have developed the valuable skills that will serve you wherever your career path takes you. For the students in the Faculty of Technology, you're equipped with the skills to solve real-world challenges. They can be across engineering, computing, mathematics. Through hands-on learning, your engagement with industry partners, the involvement in cutting-edge research, you've gained experience and a wide wealth of knowledge that's going to put you in a very strong position to hopefully evolve the world in which we operate. You're all leaving Portsmouth with the attributes of a Portsmouth graduate. You're now experts in your field. You should possess the critical and reflective knowledge and a deep understanding of your subject area. Your education has made you independent. It's made you a creative thinker. You're now equipped and ready to make the most of what you've learned, and most importantly, to push forward the boundaries of your expertise. So this is not the end of your learning journey, and you should think of it as the start of a new journey, a journey of learning and development throughout your life. Regardless of your career or destination, we want you to leave here and continue to develop, grow, and obviously adapt as you go on your way forward. I'd also like you to recognise and remember the importance of the value that you bring to society as a Portsmouth graduate. You've got the ability to generate new ideas, seize opportunities, but also bring original thinking to the groups and communities to which you belong. I, like my colleagues, are immensely proud of you, as I hope that your friends and families are. But most importantly, you too should be proud of everything that you've achieved. So we're here today celebrating you and your achievements, and I'd like to take an opportunity to recognise the people who have supported you, people who have helped you, people who have encouraged you along the way. Your fellow students and peers have been alongside you. They will have shared experiences that have been invaluable throughout your studies, that have lifted you through what would undoubtedly have been some tough times, some difficult times, but they've also been there to enjoy the success that you've had. We then have others who have contributed to your journey. For example, the academic and support staff who are based here at the university. Now, I know that they may not have always made life easy for you, and perhaps neither should they, but I know that they would have created an environment in which you've been able to live, learn and flourish. And they'll have pushed you and challenged you to perform at the very best of your abilities. But then most important of all are your closest supporters, your friends and family. They've helped you when you've needed it. They've kept faith in you. They've willed you to succeed. So, if you're able to, I'd like you to stand, and collectively, I think it's only right that we remember the support that they've given us. So please stand up, and I'd like you to join me in cheering and saying thank you to them. Off you go. Thank you. Well done. Not too bad for the post-lunch lull, hey? So, over recent years and recent months, our world has become more uncertain and it's certainly become more unstable. Our lives and the lives of those that we love seem to have become dominated by financial crises, political instability, conflict, division, and discord. And it's in the face of these challenges that I know that we can all feel somewhat overwhelmed. And it's easy to become pessimistic about the world. But as graduates, it's ceremonies like this that put things into perspective. It gives us optimism for hope and what will be able to come in the future. And as I look across the Guildhall today, I can see many, many young, passionate, highly skilled people, brimming with ideas who are committed to making our world a better place. And it's you who are going to be the next generation of leaders. It's you who are going to aspire and influence what our world becomes. So once you leave us, I hope that you remember your time at University of Portsmouth with fondness. I hope you become a proud member of the Portsmouth family and take pride in having studied here at the university. Across our community, we will continue to have researchers who are at the cutting edge of their subjects. We will continue to educate and take on some of the world's biggest challenges. And we'll continue to ensure that the next generation of students benefit from the experiences that you have also had here at the university. So please don't let today be the end of your relationship with us. See it as being the beginning of a new one. I encourage you to consider supporting the next generation of Portsmouth students who follow in your footsteps over the coming years. Because as successful graduates, you can be that powerful source of advice, expertise, and inspiration to them. But finally, I urge you to live by the values of your university in all that you do. Be responsible, be open, and also be ambitious. Never settle for second best. I warmly congratulate you on your awards, and I wish you every success for the future. Thank you, and well done. The University has resolved to confer the award of Doctor of University honoris causa upon Samantha Tross.
Vice-Chancellor, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. It is my privilege as Chancellor to be responsible for presenting an honorary university title. The recipients of such awards are individuals who, through their work, their passion, and through their example, have made a significant contribution to our society. It is my very great pleasure to be celebrating an individual whose life and work exemplifies the University of Portsmouth values of ambition, openness, and responsibility. Today, we confer an honorary degree upon a trailblazer within medicine, Dr. Samantha Tross. Before I invite Dr. Tross to receive her award, I want to share with you a little, and I mean a little bit, of her life story and explain how she has used her own success to inspire others. Born in Georgetown, Guyana, and arriving in England at the age of 11, Samantha learned the value of resilience in her life. Separated from her parents and isolated from her siblings at her new school, Samantha had to build her resilience, become independent, and to develop her interpersonal skills. Reflecting years later on the experience, Dr. Tross realised that what had once felt like hardship was actually a foundation of emotional fortitude and empathy, qualities that would serve her so well throughout her career. It was an early lesson that out of adversity can come strength. She knew her mind from an early age, declaring her ambition to become a surgeon at just 7 years old, some time before she had even met one. Samantha has speculated that her desire to help others may have come from the loss of close family members at an early age, or perhaps she was inspired by the visits she made to the hospitals where her mother worked as a nurse. Whatever the source of her passion, as the years passed, it became clear that that youthful declaration was not a childhood whim, but a calling from which she has never wavered. Samantha studied medicine at University College London and the Middlesex School of Medicine. When deciding on her area of expertise, she considered cardiology and psychiatry, but found herself drawn to surgery and in particular to orthopaedics. This was in part down to her excelling at anatomy, but was primarily due to her first meeting with a female surgeon, an orthopaedic registrar. Samantha has since performed thousands of procedures across both the NHS and private sectors, specialising in hip and knee surgery, where her skill, compassion and judgment have given people not only back their movement, but often their independence and quality of life. When asked for a single memorable moment from across her career, Dr. Tross recalls the pride of being asked by a colleague to do a knee replacement on his mother. On qualification in 2005, Dr. Tross became the first black female orthopaedic surgeon in the United Kingdom, an achievement that required both talent and courage, and opened the door to those who came after her. It's always still a shock to me to hear you're the first person to do this or the first person to do that, explains Samantha, because it's something that's been a part of my work and should be the norm. I was lucky to come from a country, Guyana, where there were black people in positions of authority, so I didn't think twice about setting my sights high. Dr. Tross is a strong advocate for diverse workforces and the benefits of industries having representatives from different backgrounds. It helps if there's someone you can relate to understand some of the things you're going through. When you have someone to turn to for support, it makes it a lot easier. Samantha is a founder member and past trustee of the British Association of Black Surgeons, Secretary of the International Orthopaedic Diversity Alliance. While I'm proud of being the first black female orthopaedic surgeon in the UK, I know it comes with a lot of responsibility because how I conduct myself will have an impact on those coming after me, she says. It's my job to do my best so that those coming after me have it easier. A tireless advocate for equity, diversity and inclusion in the surgical profession, Dr. Tross encourages all trainees to not be afraid to pursue their dreams or to speak up against systemic challenges or discrimination, to empower themselves with positive self-affirmations and to look for the positive aspects in all feedback. There is usually something to learn, even from negative feedback. Her work has contributed to improving picture, as there are now 7 black women working as consultant orthopaedic surgeons in the UK, with more coming through the training pipeline. Her visibility and her voice have not only inspired, they have changed outcomes. Dr. Tross has trained, mentored and examined future generations of doctors across the UK and across the world. She has travelled back to Guyana to do voluntary medical work and to provide an outreach clinic, working on a programme set up by a fellow Guyanese orthopaedic surgeon, Ms. Deepa Bose. Samantha has helped to train the next generation of surgeons. She's also the external examiner at the University of West Indies and has worked with surgeons in Nigeria. Much of her advice for future doctors applies to all those beginning their careers. Follow your passions by choosing a profession that is suitable to your personality. Do not be afraid of setbacks, as this is part of the journey. Develop your networks. You never know where the next opportunity may present itself or where you will hear the next brilliant idea. Samantha's lists of firsts keep coming. In 2018, she became the first woman in Europe to perform Mako robotic hip surgery, a surgical procedure where a robotic arm assists in preparing the hip socket and placing the artificial hip implant. Earlier this year, she was elected to the Council of the Royal College of Surgeons of England, one of the highest honours in the field. To our graduates here today, I hope you carry forward some of the values that define Dr. Tross's extraordinary journey: resilience in adversity, excellence with humility, leadership through service, and above all, the courage to follow your own path, especially when it has not yet been carved. She once said, "I wanted to do things differently and lead with a ground-up approach by encouraging and empowering those around me." Dr. Tross, on behalf of the University of Portsmouth, it is my immense privilege to thank you for your service, your achievements, and your unwavering commitment to shaping a more inclusive, compassionate, and just society. It is therefore with great pride that we confer upon you the honorary degree of Doctor of the University of Portsmouth.
By the authority of the University, it's my great pleasure to admit you to the degree of Doctor of the University honoris causa. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. A sincere thank you to you, Chancellor, for wonderfully highlighting my career, and to the University of Portsmouth for bestowing on me the degree of Doctor of Arts. A sincere thank you also to all involved in arranging my attendance today, and to my partner, family, and friend here to support me. This award was unexpected, but humbling, as I know much thought goes into selecting recipients. Being held in such high regard will motivate me to continue my passion for increasing visibility, access, and equity of outcomes in surgical practice. To the students graduating today, my hearty congratulations. You are fortunate to graduate from a university that is highly regarded for teaching excellence, research quality, and importantly, graduate employment prospects. My career has been rewarding, but there have been challenges faced along the way, with more I'm sure to come. Importantly, I navigated those challenges which required internal fortitude, but also external support. When I qualified as a doctor, 3% of all surgical consultants were women. Today, that figure is 16.9%. But within the specialty of orthopedics, it is only 8.8% of consultants that are women. And black women make up less than 1% of female orthopedic consultants. Being in the minority on many fronts meant I stood out. The environment wasn't always welcoming, and I had to be able to stand up for myself. It also meant, as you heard before, I felt responsible to set a good example for those coming after me and to make changes where I could. However, being the first black woman in that environment did not prevent me from succeeding. I used the situation to my benefit. Knowing I stood out, I used the opportunity to highlight my strengths. I decided to make changes for those coming after me with my work within the surgical environment to improve culture where all could feel a sense of belonging and could thrive, but also my work with primary, secondary, and medical schools to ensure there is a pipeline of future surgeons that look like me. As you heard earlier, when I arrived in England age 11 to attend boarding school, I was separated from my siblings, my parents, and in a new country, which I found quite traumatic. But that experience forced me to connect with others who were different to me, to become resilient and self-reliant. All qualities which have stood me in good stead in my career. So again, I turned adversity to my advantage. Through my many conversations with students over the years, I realized the importance of my upbringing, which I had previously took for granted, of being surrounded by people that looked like me in positions of authority. Hence, as you heard before, I never felt my goal of becoming an orthopedic surgeon was unattainable. But despite my self-belief, my confidence became eroded over time by many of my experiences. I therefore had to reinforce it with self-work and by surrounding myself with those who reminded me of who I was and what I was capable of during moments when I temporarily forgot, and who lifted me up when I felt emotionally weak. My support sometimes came from the unlikeliest of places. For you, the graduating students today, you are at the start of another remarkable phase of your life. My advice is to develop a firm sense of who you are and to never lose sight of that. Make time for self-reaffirmation and surround yourself with the right people. That can be family, friends, mentors, etc., who will support you and remind you of who you are when you temporarily forget. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone or to face adversity. It is often where the most growth occurs, and lessons learned will be of benefit in the future. Be open-minded and network widely, as help may come from unexpected places. Don't accept the status quo. In the words of Barack Obama, change will not come if we wait for some other person or some other time. We are the ones we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. So students, I encourage you to be bold and to seize your opportunities with both hands, but try to achieve balance and ensure you take time to enjoy the journey. Thank you again, Chancellor and University of Portsmouth. Your award will be treasured.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now come to the formal part of the ceremony, and I invite the presiding officer, Deputy Vice-Chancellor, and the Academic Registrar to make the formal declarations.
Vice-Chancellor, as Deputy Academic Registrar, I certify that all those presented at this ceremony have successfully completed their studies and have satisfied all conditions and requirements of the University.
By the authority of the University, I confirm that all those who are duly qualified are hereby admitted to the awards for which they are presented.
Vice-Chancellor, it is our custom as a university to present an award to the family of a student who died during their time with us. The award is in recognition of the progress that they had made in their studies, as well as to the contribution that they have made to the university life. This year, we are presenting an award in the subject of BSc Honours Marine Biology to Elijah Kara, which will be collected on stage by his father, Nick, and his mother, Samantha. Please join me in a short applause. If I can just say a few words on Elijah as well. Elijah was in so many ways a memorable member of his marine biology year group. Passionate about sharks, he was determined to hone his skills as a marine biologist and was always the first to ask questions and to probe further and deeper into the subject. The teaching team were impressed by his progress and his willingness to take feedback without a hint of self-consciousness. He was so proud of his achievements as a referee and how his superpowers helped him excel in that role. We have and we will continue to miss his wry humour and delight in being provocative. The staff have particularly fond memories of Elijah on the Portugal field trip, especially his mischievous repartee and readiness to get stuck in no matter what the task. Thank you. Thank you everybody for your very kind response as well. So our students will now process. They'll be congratulated first by the presiding officer, Vice-Chancellor Professor Graham Galbraith, and then by the respective Executive Dean for each faculty. Professor Jamal Ait Badu for the Faculty of Technology, and myself, Professor Richard Thelwell, for the Faculty of Science and Health. We will now just have a short film of congratulations from colleagues across the university whilst our students get ready to process.
Happy graduation day. What a journey and what an achievement.
Your hard work has paid off and I wish you all the best of luck.
It's with great pleasure that I'm recording this message today to wish our graduates every success in the future.
It's an amazing achievement. Your academic studies will have had lots of ups and downs, and to be here and to be celebrating is wonderful.
It's been a great pleasure to be able to support your aspiration and your career plan.
Today is the result of your determination, your resilience and your amazing talent.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
You have taken the first step towards a very bright future.
Never be afraid to follow your dreams. Remember, you're the only person that can fulfil them.
We know you take many happy memories away with you, and you'll always be a part of Portsmouth.
Go forth and conquer. Your journey to transform the world starts right now.
Congratulations! You did it! Welcome to your alumni community.
Good luck to all of you who are graduating this year. Have a fantastic future career.
Congratulations from the shop!
On behalf of all the placements team, we want to wish you all the best and congratulations on such an amazing achievement.
Really chuffed you finished your degree, and I wish you all the best for the future.
Congratulations on your graduation! Woo! Well done, everyone!
Congratulations on graduating!
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the School of the Environment and Life Sciences. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Biochemistry, Sophia Alves-Drummond. Afra Odile. Sajida Ayubi. Ben Bellinger. David Johan Cullen. Amelia Collerton. Callum Crook. Meg Storr. Lara Free. Joe Harmon. Alfie Hibbert. Amy Kay. Sakti Kiritharan. Gavin Mitchell. William Morris. Daniel Morris. Paula Naburia. Carolina Nabot. Kelechi Ofobu. Woody Pankis Clark. Nuruhang Rai. Oliver Toby Salami. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Biology, Lewis Allen. Yulissa Andriash. Megan Bailey. Hannah Beckford Drake. Harry Brown. Eddie Chapman. Artemis Kerasia Christodopoulou. Jacob Collier. Dylan Cowie. Matthew Croker. Quinn Crossley. Isabel Glimas. Rowan Gotzel. Amanda Gordon. Jake Hale. Cameron John Harris. Thomas Johnston. Tasnuba Kanam. Tian Kigonya. Ryan Lister. Kerry Lovett. Casey McAvoy. Cosmo Melvin. Gareth Moore. Joshua Peacock. Christina Pierre. Erin Robinson. Naima Samia. With the Biological Sciences Prize for the Best Overall Project, with the Prize for the Best Performance in Biology, and with the Royal Society of Biology Top Student Award, Andrew Salt. Jessica Scully. Oliver Sharp. Jake Sherry. Daniel Civil. Callum Slattery. Lawrence May. Joseph Stamatakis. Amy Stringer. Eleanor Suttle. Oscar Takawa Yates. Alejandro Towers. Maisie Lou Webb. Anastasia Wilson. Annabelle Woolley. Naomi Yassini. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Marine Biology, Maya Adams. Mia Austin. Katie Beckhouse. Amy Bassett. Louise Bradley. Joseph Brown. Rosie Buckley. Jude Burns Hussain. Henry Cave. Eve Kaywood. Zachary Chaplin. Lucy Cook. Daniel Copeland. Amelia Denton. Megan Doley. Martha Driscoll. Luke Duffy. Charlotte Elliott. Emily Evans. Hannah Fitzgerald. Joshua Fowler. Athena Gibson. Max Glasser. Artemis Halloran. Isabella Harrison. Jessica Jolly. Olivia Kirk. Jaden Knight. Hugo Lieberswar. Kaspar Marciniak. Marina Mallet. Robert Nedeczki. Anastasia Paxton. Frederick Pegler. Afia Pereira. Kia Prince. Amber Redondo. Eva Ruiz Rogers. Abigail Reimer. Caroline Virginia Sambiase. Shoshi Sanders. Maria Teresa Santos Ribeiro. Zara Sharp. Dylan Shelton. Hannah Shepard. Abby Smith. Daniel Stonehouse. Hannah Taverner. Joseph Thompson. With the prize for the best performance in marine biology, Inge Turk. Charles Warburton. Corbin White. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Marine Sciences, Kelsey Marie Kett. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Biochemistry, Jack Bigger. Alice Blythe. Joe Edwards. Kian Gardner-Kell. Magdalena Hau. Hayden Ross. Lily Tiller. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Biological Sciences, Dita Laura Svabstone. Madeline Walker. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Environmental Science, Maya Turner. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Marine Sciences, Catherine Archer. Jasmine Street. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Microbiology, Christopher Collis. Indiana Holt Morris. For the award of Master of Research in Science, Neurosciences, Charles Woodman. For the award of Master of Research in Science and Health, Ella Adams. Lisha Thomas. For the award of Master of Science in Applied Aquatic Biology, Semiat Abidemi Abdurazak. Kehinde Temitope Adronmu. Kara Maxil. Andre Buckley. Dylan Barnes. Olivia Clegg. Jack Dunning. Harrison Foster. Saiful Islam. Elizabeth James. Mohit Kumar. Luke Russell. Holly Shanahan Smith. Georgia Sharp Harris. Ella Sylvester. Mia Tappin. Joshua Townsend. For the award of Master of Science in Biotechnology, Morset Ahmed. Nazira Olusegun Igboho. Chanakia Rajesh Asrami. Innocent Benjamin. Arian Shawn. Anantu Gobinathan Nair. Faith Goves. Israel Haq. Gigi Hari Krishnan. Eloise Harper. Srushti Rujesh Kanchikere. Ashpreet Kaur. Farhan Mohammed Yasin Mansouri. Benjamin Morris. Satyama Parvati. Kushagra Purohit. Sharon Sampson. Merlin Shaji. Rinsa Shireen. Shats Mathiri. Harsh Thakur. Marita Thomas Sotankara. Halima Zinat. For a program of research in characterization of enzymes for industrial biorecycling of polyesters, Matilda Clark. For a program of research in engineering enzyme thermodurability for improved plastic degradation in bioreactors, Benjamin Moore. For a program of research in social vulnerability and flood resilience in Lagos State, Nigeria, Augustine Wakoro. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of students from the School of the Environment and Life Sciences.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the following successful candidates from the School of Computing. For the award of Bachelor of Science in Cybersecurity and Forensics Computing, Michael Avail. Mohammed Haman Al-Abdullah. Amro Khalid Al-Eshail. Abdullah Muhammad Al-Hamadi. Aldana Maud Al-Kubari. Khalid Muhammad Al-Kubari. Tuki Muhammad Al-Subaidi. Dihima Alamer, Khaled Alamiri, Basil Alazemi, Ahad Abdulhadi Al-Muhammar, Khaled Muhammad Al-Mutairi, Muhammad Al-Mutairi, Rashid Mansour Al-Nahimi, Sara Al-Zuhaimi, Anthony Arukiarajan, Alexander Baskerville, Ryan Bester, Ethan Brown, Abdullah Ahmed Bukhamal, Chokwanda Chipoya, Jessica Cole, Leo Cook, Casey Costigan, Nicholas Diaz, Elieli Homibird Dragan, Emaduddin Al Sahed, all the way from Singapore, Kaplan partner, Dwayne Fu. Alexander Gowan, Jack Haynes, Samuel Hayward, Thomas Hughes, Mohammed Hussein, Ryan Khalid Jawali, Yusuf Karam, Damien Calthall, George Longhurst, Felix Lord, Owen Laxford, Ali Mari, Lewis McDermott, Megan McMillan, Patrick Malarkey, Moed Mohammed, Thomas Morse, Harrison Morley, Oliver Miles, Divya Nahi Kumarun, Wupe Lucy Ngulube, Adam Nai, Sergio Oliveira, Kei Otsuka, with the School of Computing Industrial Placement Award, Alexandra Parker, Krishna Patel, Andrei Paziuka, Rakesh Pulikal Nira, Ethan Paxty, Aidan Rose, Mazin Sahad, Mari Sahiri Sanchez, Elham Saki, Alexander Sejadis, Morgan Chotel, Andrew Simeon Locke, Luke Staniforth, Ryan Steed, Roscoe Stedman, Connor Stevenson Forrester, Elodie Tanak, Oknian Tatarov, Connor Taylor, Alfred Ward, Reese Warden, Alicia Songyan Yip, for the award of Master of Science in Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Thomas Duffy. Ismail Bolarinwa Kasunia. Jadu Krishna Parameswaran Nahir Rindu. Riya Anil Shende. Preeta Viswanathan. And Morgan Woodford. For the award of Masters of Science in Cybersecurity and Digital Forensics, Femi Adeleke. Milan Bakos. Emmanuel Berentumi. Kimberly Kakia. David Collins. With the School of Computing Project Excellence Award, Robert Inever. Shahiba Fazal. Oliver Fruin-Stadler. Robert Gallagher, Sheetal Gandhi, with the School of Computing Personal Achievement Award, Dinesh Gohil. Daniel Johnson, Gemma Jones, Christopher Jordan, Alex Christophic, Taylor McConnell, Kenneth Prabhu Emmanuel Sundar, Tamia Sekeli, Carl Teo, Goodness Wariboku, Nigel Williams, Timothy Walls, Francisca Wolf, Dwayne Zara. For the award of Master of Science in Cybersecurity and Forensic Information Technology, Daniel Shita Adams. Olakunmi Adejumo. Sharon Olavaji Moliju Ajose. Mostahid Ibn Alam. Abdullah Mohammed Al-Bishri. Walid Mahmoud Abderrahman Al-Bashale. Ahmed Saud Al-Utaibi. Ali Al-Wabel. Ani Kuzaman. Charumati Arul Kumar. Shravani Arun Kumar. Goodness John Ayo Omotade. Shravanti Barakavi. Fadia Bashir. Salman Talal bin Fahid. Hannah Bird. Zainab Tahiru Bobu. Shrika Bogi. Hafisa Habib Pristi. Kemal Ketten. Doris Chibichi. Eric Abduli Christensen. Himath Donti Sayanara Yanashetty. Paul Andreas Eisenman. Spencer Eruru. Cipriana Fimpong. Akshay Gopinath Shindu. Shivam Gupta. Rasana Kumar Shivakuma Gurigamath. Aminu Islam. Ryan Chris Jacobs. Jacob Charotsky. Aniket Joshi. Ashik Feritek Khan Katarkhan. Tanei Kelly Black Ngum. Victor Kripotik Ko. Nanesh Kopala. Emanuela Lika. Mona Makali Chetan. Nidhi Manosh. Jonas Zaluke Merindi. Tanuva Afrin Mohona. Shehu Mukhtar. Simal Mustafa Samahat. Bargavi Nanu Rivari. Okelowe David Okedoye. Ooh, quick. Ola var sen, ola hej, ola var där. Very quick. Enoch Didudo Otu. Adar Pololihathat. Viday Vini Pandey. Pathkumar Rajendra Kumar Parik. Lord Paul Gabla. Krishna Prasad Pulikaya Ashokan. Niveda Rajesh. Vinesh Raricha Streetis Pharma. Akila Ravi. Ashikuzaman Redoi. Abdul Razak Ribadu. Muhammad Rafai Sahid. Muhammad Samad. Dikviye Sahibraho Shivali. Pravram Ramsivaraman. Sumit Sudhaka Sonkusale. Emmanuel Souley. Shona Susan Shaji. Krishna Uni. Muhammad Nuruddin Usman. Nitu Vetikamataliu Matai. Manu Wilson. And now, for the award of Doctor of Philosophy in Computing, for a program of research in cyber threat prediction using experience sharing models and ensemble learning algorithms, Lee Chase. Vice-Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of students from the School of Computing and for today's ceremony.
Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Leon Pereira to respond to the University on behalf of the graduates.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, everyone present today. We are gathered here this afternoon to celebrate a significant milestone, the graduation of students across a diverse range of schools at the University of Portsmouth. This moment marks the culmination of our commitment, resilience, and intellectual growth. Together, we have explored the art and science of making sense of data, biology, climate, computing, cybersecurity, technology, and learned to extract meaningful insights. Throughout our studies, we have developed skills that go beyond technical tools, from debugging lines of code to refining analytical models and visualizing insights. We have shown determination not only in advancing our academic knowledge, but also in preparing to contribute meaningfully to the world around us. We have adapted to emerging technologies and tackled challenges that required both precision and creativity. On behalf of all the graduates, I would like to extend our deepest thanks to the academic staff, lecturers, and university services, from disability support to well-being teams to the catering services who provided guidance and encouragement along the way. A heartfelt thank you also goes to the Students' Union and its societies for enriching our time here, helping us explore new interests. Today is not just the end of a chapter, but the beginning of many new ones. As we step into careers, further research, or entrepreneurial ventures, we carry with us curiosity, critical thinking, and the courage to lead with insight. May we continue to turn questions into discoveries, challenges into change, and knowledge into a force for good. We did it. Congratulations to us all. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor, honoured and distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. My name is Karen Blackett and I have the immense privilege of being the Chancellor of the University of Portsmouth. Firstly, a massive congratulations on becoming a University of Portsmouth graduate. We have something in common, as I'm also a graduate of this university. I graduated here in this very room in 1992, and I have very fond memories of that day. I especially remember my parents beaming with pride. They were first-generation immigrants from Barbados, and hence my graduation was a great achievement, not just for me, but for all three of us. Walking across this stage in the Guildhall, I felt immensely happy and relieved. But I also felt something else as soon as I walked down the steps on the other side of the stage. I felt nervous about what would come next. I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but I had absolutely no idea how to get there. Now, you might be feeling that too. Maybe you're not sure where you want to go now, or, like me, you knew or you know, but you're not sure how to get there. Even if you have your first steps lined up, you might still be apprehensive, and that is entirely natural. Think back to the days before you started your degree and you walked into your lecture hall for the very first time. How were you feeling? Excited, but also worried or nervous about the work or the people? And look where you are now. You'll feel this time and again in life, at times of change and challenge. Excitement and anxiety are two sides of the same coin. Please let excitement win. The changes and challenges you'll experience keep life fresh and interesting and keep us learning. Twists and turns in the road make us look at the scenery. And when we find one pathway closed, we learn to take a different route. When I was finishing uni, I knew I wanted a career in advertising. And there I was, graduation day 1992, with a degree in geography. I knew nothing about the advertising industry. I had no connections, and I knew no one that could help me find the right route in. So I researched. What areas could I work in? How do I get into the industry? I applied myself to finding the answers, and I applied to so many graduate training programs, and I applied to what felt like hundreds of entry-level jobs, and I got rejected more times than I can remember. I didn't give up. With each setback, I came back, flexed, and I changed my approach. You need to have bounce-back ability. Yes, a new word, and I need you to learn and remember it. I stopped fixating on the destination, and I started to think about my skills that I had learnt. As part of my geography degree, I had completed a statistics module. When I saw an ad in a newspaper for a trainee media auditor, I thought statistics skills might get me in the door. And I was right. But at my interview, they saw something in me. They believed I had what it took to work in a different area, media planning. And that's how I got started in the advertising industry. Was it plain sailing from there? No. In the early 90s, not many people in advertising looked like me. Despite the industry being 50-50 in terms of gender split, there weren't many women at the top, and there were no black women at the top at all. Most leaders had gone to a handful of universities and were networked and connected to each other. I could have given up and said, this doesn't look like a place for me. I can't see anyone that looks like me or has my background. But your career, like your life, isn't meant to be easy. Ultimately, it's what you make of it. I firmly believe in persistence and resilience. Throughout your journey, you will experience what psychologists call learning dips. They are entirely natural. As you learn something new, your performance naturally dips. But as you get the hang of it, your performance starts to peak again. There will, of course, be things that go wrong, things that do not go to plan. When that happens, I want you to repeat these words. Minor setback equals a major comeback. When something doesn't work, ask what can you learn from it. That's how you come back stronger and do better, and I've learnt that from experience. Over the past 30+ years, I've learned how to help my industry change, and the industry learned to do things differently. The world of advertising and marketing communications today is much more diverse than it ever was. Is my mission over? Am I done? Hell no. I am now a board member of Diageo, a top 10 FTSE 100 company. I've just joined the board of the British Fashion Council, and I'm a non-executive director for the UK government in the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office. My journey of learning and growth is ongoing. Here you are today at the end of one learning journey, and let me tell you, you'll never stop learning. Today is not an ending, it's your beginning. The world in which you walk today looks dramatically different from when I graduated. It also looks dramatically different from just 1 year ago. The world feels more divided than it ever did. There are negative influences trying to encourage us to fear, hate, and reject our differences, to separate and isolate rather than come together and care for each other with collective responsibility. You have the ability to change this. I genuinely believe, and I really do mean this, I genuinely believe that everyone has a superpower inside of them. Find yours, nurture it, and use it wisely. Celebrate the things that make you unique, and don't you dare try to blend or fit in. Find some genuine cheerleaders, the people that know the true you, all of your hopes and your fears. They will support and advise you on life's journey. They will help pick you up when you fall and give you the wings and the oxygen that you need to fly even higher. You might well be sitting near your cheerleaders today. You can find others in the new global family of more than 250,000 Portsmouth alumni, and that includes me. Tap into the wonderful connections, networks, and mentoring that this community opens up. And please, cheerlead others just as hard as they cheerlead you. Pay it forward. Be the change that you want to see. The world is yours for the taking, and it needs you now more than ever. But please remember to find your joy. And today, please make sure that you celebrate, because you deserve it. Congratulations on becoming a University of Portsmouth graduate, class of 2025.
I'd like to add my congratulations to all of our graduates here today and to thank everyone who has supported them in their journey through university. I now declare this congregation of the university closed. Please be upstanding for the academic procession.
We hope you enjoyed the ceremony. We hope you...
We hope you enjoyed the ceremony. Please make your way to enable our crew to set up the next event. The celebration reception will